Caribbean Partners for Educational Progress is a community of practice, or COP for short, that connects a wide spectrum of stakeholders in Jamaica and the Caribbean to engage in constructive discussions, exchange innovative solutions, and learn from others' experience to collectively help advance the field of education. Whether you are a teacher, researcher, principal, policymaker, or parent, your individual experiences will coalesce into a rich body of knowledge and expertise that can be leveraged for improved educational practice. The community's online space can be found at www.mona.uwi.edu/COP. The Learning Marketplace is a space that updates visitors with news on educational happenings and information about upcoming in-person events in the region and COP online events. The Community of Practice has three primary types of online events: EduExchange online discussions, e-queries, and edu-consultations. Do you want to engage colleagues about critical issues affecting educational outcomes? The EduExchange allows you to do this by engaging other practitioners as well as subject matter experts. It is an online discussion that is led by a recognized leader in the field and encourages feedback focused on ascertaining the root causes of identified problems, as well as useful strategies that may be effective in addressing them. The EduExchange event page includes an agenda for each day of the discussion and EduExchange resources which can be downloaded. Each morning, the moderator kicks off the discussion with a post that offers their perspective and prompts members to share their own point of view and experiences, because what one person may consider common knowledge may not be so common at all. The e-query service allows members to pose a question to the community for feedback. They get timely information and advice concerning specific questions or issues related to their work in education. Let's take a brief look at the e-query process. In order to request help for an issue that is of concern to you now, the first step is to submit a query by clicking on the Suggest button. The COP facilitation team, who works behind the scenes, will post the query on the website for other members to read and provide assistance. This e-query is an example. The query asked members to identify good practices that have been effective in improving youth's literacy skills. Once the query is posted, the community member submits their solutions. Over a 3-week period, members will share their experiences with the facilitation team, offering what worked for them, or submitting resources that may be helpful in addressing the issue. Finally, the facilitators take the community submissions and prepare a consolidated reply, which is then sent to the members and archived online. The consolidated reply is the summary of the responses as well as desk research that relates to the issue. The final online event is the edu-consultation, which offers members an opportunity to provide feedback on draft policies and programs. Here is an example of an edu-consultation conducted on the Alternative Secondary Transitional Education Program prior to its implementation in the 2011-2012 academic year. During the event, members were able to access a summary of the program as well as a draft program document. Over a 3-week period, members posted comments, asked questions, and noted their concerns. After each online event, a summary is prepared of participants' responses and made available to the community. It is archived on the Consolidated Replies section of the website approximately 14 working days after the event. Also in the Learning Marketplace is the news section, which includes announcements and information on education throughout the region from a variety of sources. Now let's move on to the next section of the COP's website, the Practice Center, which showcases good educational practices, often through briefs like those in the EduFocus series. Through this series, in particular, people have the chance to read the success stories of local practitioners as well as briefs on local and international research. Over the last 3 years, this EduFocus Bulletin series has featured practices from Jamaican schools, including Licensed Primary in St. Thomas, school improvement efforts by Padmore Primary, a multi-grade school in remote St. Andrew, as well as research concerning good educational practices. Once you click on an EduFocus title, you will have access to the online version, as well as a PDF version that can be downloaded and printed. We encourage all our members to share information and experiences so the Practice Center can best capture the successes and innovations being implemented across the Caribbean. The initiative section of the website includes information on current and past projects that have been successfully implemented. A synopsis of each initiative is provided, including the objectives, target group, activities, and results if available. If you have a need for local and international research about an array of issues, why not check out the COP Library? It contains useful resources such as guides, research, reports, presentations, and briefs related to educational practices. Through the Community of Practice website, a valuable reservoir of regionally relevant information is highly accessible to all stakeholders who are concerned about or work in the education sector. Through its new home at www.mona.uwi.edu/COP, this community of practice will continue to foster knowledge transfer, helping us to bridge the gap between research and practice.